It's holding. Wow. That is actually really surprising. It's not. Well, it's holding 10 pounds. Look at that. I may have to read the listing one more time. I'm thinking that it says 18 pounds holding strength of these magnets. So maybe under certain kind of conditions it's going to be that much, or maybe like a different quality metal that they tested. Hello guys, and welcome to another David Simulata. In today's video I want to actually show you something that I bought, and I bought more magnets, guys. I'm crazy about magnets. I like everything that's magnetic because it makes your life easier, I guess. I'm actually even using a magnetic type of a phone holder where I quickly clip on. As you guys know, I like to organize stuff, including my Sprinter and my garage, so I have a lot of like metal shelves and whatnot. And I'm kind of thinking, you know what, I need some metal hooks. So I picked up myself a box of metal hooks, and I actually think they're kind of cool, and they're actually not that expensive. I can't remember what I paid for these things. I think like 10 bucks or something. They're actually by a company that's called Grtard, and there is 20 magnets inside. So these magnets you probably haven't really seen before. Look the way they come, guys. Like, look how cool it is. So basically they appear to be neodymium magnets, and this is actually much cheaper to get them on Amazon than if you go like to say Home Depot and you pick up a bunch of neodymium magnets, which that's what I've done before, and I paid like 50 bucks for some magnets. You could probably use this for other type of projects as well, but here's the way this kind of works. You have basically these magnets, and you basically twist this little hooks inside of them, and then you could actually hang stuff on them. It says that they would hold like 15 pounds. I don't know whether they hold like 15 pounds, but I do have like a metal shelf that what I'm going to do is I'm going to like place on my table over here, and I want to actually, I have like some dumbbells. I have like a 5-pound dumbbell. Let's see if it even holds 5 pounds. You know, who knows? I mean, neodymium magnets are kind of tough, but I think also it plays a big factor as to what kind of metal you're mounting it to. The metal I'm gonna mount it to is going to be like very thin metal. So if I possibly had like thicker metal and stuff, maybe it would be stronger. But we'll see. So let me like do this little setup. And if you guys know, like if you need like hooks like this, obviously if you're like in a Sprinter van or something, I don't know, you could probably put it like to your roof and then maybe hang some stuff. I really don't know like what you could hang, but man, if you would have like, if you wanted to like put like Christmas lights inside of your van or some kind of LED lights, these would actually work for that. But as far as putting it on the side of the van and then hanging stuff, I think they're gonna slide down, and I'm actually gonna do some testing here. I have like a lot of metal shelving, and I'll attach it, and we'll see. Let's see what happens. Okay. So guys, here behind me, I have like sort of like the chair. That's basically it's not a chair; it's a step ladder, and then I have like a file cabinet. They're both made out of metal. Let's see what's gonna be the difference as to like how it's going to hold. Possibly I could add some extra metal in there or whatever to make it like maybe like I don't know, like make the magnet stick on there a little bit more, you know, a little bit more forceful. Right now it's just a really simple thin type of metal, so keep that in mind. So we're gonna actually do some of those tests. But I know one thing: in the Sprinter van, the roofs are made a little bit heavier duty type of metal, heavier duty type of a metal. So possibly this is gonna make a difference. But I could also put like even a dumbbell inside of it over here and put it on a portion where the metal is. So we could we could test it. And I also have like a dumbbell here, a 5-pounder and a 10-pounder. We got some string, and the idea is to like hang it up over here like this. So some of the string, let's untie it, and let's go ahead and see what this is gonna do here. It's a 5-pounder, and I'm afraid it's not gonna hold. It's holding. Wow, that is actually really surprising. It's holding 5 pounds. Incredible. So maybe it's a little bit better than some Christmas lights hanging. So let's try to make test number 2, and let's add some twine here. Possibly putting it on the thicker. Okay, guys, I just added a 40-pound dumbbell right here. So let's see if we could put a magnet there, and let's see if we could put this 10-pounder. So it's important if it could hold 10 pounds. And obviously, even with that heavier type of steel, it does not. Well, it's holding 10 pounds. Look at that. I may have to read the listing one more time. I'm thinking it's going to hold more than that. But that's actually pretty good. I think if it's going to be a solid piece of metal, possibly it's going to have a lot better strength. We could actually test this by taking that dumbbell and hanging it off a little bit to the side, possibly over here. So let's see if this makes a difference. So a 10-pounder test, and if this thing falls, actually it's even weaker, guys. Like, it does not even want to hold 10 pounds on this metal. So I think the only way to increase its strength is to actually add another magnet. It says 18 pounds holding strength of these magnets. So maybe under certain kind of conditions it's going to be that much, or maybe like a different quality metal that they tested it on. Because some of the steel dumbbells that I have, I mean, you know, you would like to think that's good, like quality steel. Who knows? This is kind of thin, you know. I will be actually testing it in my van as well. But before we move on, I want to show you kind of like what it does on the metal shelf and what we could actually put on it. You know, how heavy. Right here. So let's see if I could even like hold some parts on it. So yeah, I could actually hold some parts on it, which is nice. So I could actually kind of, you know, stay organized. Let's see, I have like this yeah, like a tape measure. So possibly, yeah, you could stick this in your van somewhere, and maybe like something that's not extremely heavy, you could actually hang on it. Maybe some extra hubcaps. Boom. Maybe you have a spare speed sensor. You can actually hang the speed sensor there somewhere in your van neatly. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of light items that you could actually hang that you're really not thinking about. So will it hold my GoPro Hero 7 Black? Yes, it does. So maybe you have some camera gear or something you could actually hang on it, or some kind of purses, some stuff like that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like these magnets, they are cheap. Actually, they are cheap. For 20 magnets, they're like 10 bucks or something. I did not bother to check with that. But even if they're like 15 bucks, I think it's well worth it. If you think it's worth it for you, I'm gonna have a link for these magnets at the bottom in the description. I think they are worth it. I mean, you are getting these hooks, And even if you take the like the magnet out and maybe like glue them, like super glue them somewhere, this would be good. And then you could just play with the magnets. After all, they're neodymium magnets, pretty tough. I actually think you could remove the this hook and put a very long metal piece and use this for reaching down and grabbing your tools. I mean, it did hold 10 pounds, so possibly if you dropped a bolt or tool somewhere like in the engine compartment, I'm pretty sure you could pick it up with this, and you could come up on your own like what you would use in order to actually twist in there for it to work. So anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourself. God bless you. My name is Serge Zmaleta. I'm 37 years old, and yes, I experienced success after buying my first home for cash. Back in 2011, I was broke, but I learned to solve problems on my own. Now I'm helping others to solve their problems. I know what pitfalls to avoid to stay profitable in business. Need motivation to be more successful in your life? Do you have Sprinter expedite or business problems? Then subscribe. Let's find creative solutions to your problems. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my helpful videos.